Hey guys, so we got a request from one of our new subscribers, Andy Martin.
We
I'm sorry.
already made a freaking thing.
I know, we already made a video for this, but OBS decided, oh, I'm going to make it an FLV file that you can never access ever. So I decided, you know what, screw you OBS, I'm going to do this the right way, I'm going to do it MP4. So anyways, Andy Martin, I hear that you're only working with $75 a month for food. So we decided to make up a little video, what we worked on already, that was lost, to tell you exactly what you need to do. And that is, when you are feeling like you don't have enough money to afford anything, the places to avoid are in the grocery store. Don't go there. Shop for deals, and try to go to the butcher shop. The butcher shops generally have cheaper meat than you would find at your local grocery store for more meat. For us, we can buy $10 bags of pork chops, $10 bags of chicken thighs.
Yeah, there's like 20 chicken thighs in the bag too.
Or 10.
And you don't even need to eat that much meat.
No.
Chicken thighs include the drumstick and the thigh itself, so you could just, rip that in half.
Break it off. And there you go. There you go. You have some intake of protein. If you can, avoid all kinds of cereal and dairy products. Those tend to be not only not good for you, but also they're just a waste of money.
Yeah, dairy products, even though doctors say you need the calcium, if you drink milk, it just goes right through you and you don't really absorb the calcium anyway.
The human body's not really meant to drink cow milk in the first place.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It can lead to lactose intolerance problems as well as...
So, you get the poops.
Cheese is good, but cheese is also extremely expensive.
Yeah.
So if you can avoid getting cheese, we would suggest doing so. A lot of the things that you can buy are from dollar store, as we already reviewed, is pastas and other things like that.
Yeah, canned things, not very many options, but, it's the basic things that you could need to survive on. We've been living like this for like 2 years. I'm gonna kill you. Eat that.
Anyways.
We've been living like this for about 2 years, on and off work, so... Obviously, we're still alive.
We know what it's like, so we understand.
Living off of noodles and frozen vegetables, so...
And we also really appreciate that you actually subscribed and you're actually asking for help, because we like to help other people understand that it's not the end of the world if this happens. Another thing is, don't buy coffee. Avoid coffee if you can. I know a lot of people have to start the day off with it, but...
You don't actually have to. It's more of a mental thing than a physical thing.
Start off the day with a nice cup of water.
Yeah,
that will do wonders.
It does help you out. Nice cool cup of water. That's what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Me, anyways. I just
water.
can't. I have some tea that I got for Christmas. I'll drink that sometimes at night, but I don't really drink very much other than water.
Yeah. So, in addition to your current situation, if you are living in a place where you have to rent between jobs, most landlords aren't going to understand your plight or really care. The main thing that they are focusing on is how much money they're going to make or lose. It's understandable. They're running a type of business, and it's really difficult. So if you have to, we would suggest using either subsidized housing or going to the local food bank. The food bank will help you out in terms of getting supplies for food.
Yeah, but they won't pay your rent.
They're not going to pay your rent.
You're talking about rent, and then you go on to food.
Yeah. If you're worried about rent, definitely try to get onto welfare. If you're in between jobs, or if you have enough hours, try to go for employment insurance, which will cover half of what you were making at your job before you lost it, provided you weren't fired for gross negligence or quit because you decided just to quit.
Yeah.
If you were laid off because there's not enough hours for everybody there, not enough money going around, the store or building closes, or various other problems like that, you can still get employment insurance.
Damn dog. Oh, also, don't have pets when you're poor.
Yeah.
They just eat your money.
We understand.
Literally.
We understand that everybody loves their pets. We love our pets to death.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing is, you don't want to get rid of them. So if you have a friend or family member that can take care of them for you, definitely
just
ask.
For a short period of time.
Yeah,
you could offer to give them maybe $5 a week for food, or
something,
$10. We're actually babysitting a cat. We were supposed to be babysitting 2 cats, but one of them unfortunately passed away.
Passed on.
She's paying us $20 to $30 a week to feed for the cat. Or goddamn it,
take care of the cat.
Food for the cat and cat litter, little extra for toys and whatnot. So, there's that. Oh yeah, you could offer to do services for people like babysitting, taking care of the house if they're gone. Like if you know them,
or cleaning houses.
You could clean their house. You could babysit pets. I'm not sure if I said that. I said kids. Kids and pets.
Kids and pets.
You could offer to do some random labor jobs like, I don't know, mowing the lawn or whatever.
Shoveling sidewalks.
Depends on what you're physically able to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really be ashamed of asking for, handouts of food.
That's one of the biggest things that we talked about. Asking people for help. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask either people you know, family members, friends. Don't be afraid to ask, because a lot of the time you'll be surprised that people will say, okay, you need help, yes, we can help you.
Don't write out ask for money because you need drugs.
No.
Or alcohol.
No, don't do that.
Don't lie and take their money because you say you're going to go get groceries and then go do something stupid and, get, drugs or alcohol or smokes even. You don't need that stuff.
It's just,
They don't want to see me.
Oh. Well, anyways, if you are in a if you are in a real tight spot like that.
Like that sounds pretty tight.
And you have 2 people to feed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be picky on what you get for food. A lot of the time, the food you can get at the dollar store or any other places will feed you.
Mm-hmm.
We have, I was going to say, we can always make recipes for you guys. I said this in the last video that broke, which I was going to upload, but no. We have lists of really good food that you can make.
And it doesn't
really
taste
affordable.
that bad. Like, for example, real oatmeal, quick
Real
oats.
oatmeal.
You don't buy that boxed crap. It's full of
Avoid
sugar.
That. It's just
and
pure
it's
sugar.
not filling at all. Like the real quick oats that we get, you actually have to cook it yourself. I suggest putting some sweetener, cinnamon, and cut up a little bit of apple. Put that in there. It makes it amazing.
Takes about 10 minutes to cook.
Yeah, not even.
Not even that. If you're in a rush for... hold on, sorry. I keep having to move things. If you guys are in a rush for getting out the door in order to find work or you have an interview or anything like that, toast and a cup egg. A cup egg is an egg that you put into a big mug. If you have a mug with a handle. I don't have any with me, so I can't really show you. It's out there. So
here, pretend.
Here, so say this is the cup. It would be taller.
It's a candle, but
it's a candle, but it would be taller. So you have the mug. You put the egg inside. You stir it with a fork. You put it into the microwave for 45 seconds. Take it out. Stir it again. 45 more seconds. There you go. You have a cup egg.
Throw in some ketchup, or if you hate ketchup on eggs, salt, pepper, it doesn't matter.
It'll still be really good, and it's really fast.
Completely cooked.
All the way through. That never gave us a problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have a piece of toast with it, and off you go. You're good.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to eat. You don't need to eat very much at all. Like, you need to eat a lot less than most people think. Like, those plates are huge, and you really only need, like, a third of the plate for your entire meal.
Yeah, a lot of people eat off of, like, massive plates. We eat off of saucers.
I go get it.
She'll get the saucer for her to show you, and I'll describe it. Anyways, so a lot of people think that you gotta eat, like, massive amounts of food. Well, it might be true, but... it's also not at the same time. Now, a lot of people will say...
our plates aren't as big as most plates are, but...
So right here. Yeah. This is the size of a plate that some people would eat off of. This is the size that we have. That we eat off of. You can see the size difference.
And
like
we don't even heap it half the time, so...
it's not even heat. It's like tiny amounts.
Yeah.
So if you can minimize your food intake to about a small saucer-sized portion a meal... you should be actually filled and full. You'll find yourself not having to eat as much, and you'll start losing either.
And if you are hungry, you're starting to get used to eating less. If you're hungry, just drink more water. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, most of the time your body is saying, well, I'm hungry. Well, in truth, you're not. You just need water. You're thirsty.
Yeah, that's what I did. I lost a lot of weight by doing that, by the way.
Yep. And if you need snacks and whatnot, granola bars are expensive. Don't go with granola bars.
You'd be better off not bothering.
Not bothering snacking.
No. If you could be lucky enough to get apples or something, cut an apple in half, take that with you.
You half an apple.
Whatever.
Or jerky. If you're lucky enough to have a place that sells really, really cheap beef jerky or something like that, go with jerky. Jerky will fill you for about the whole day if you're wandering out and about, right?
Yeah. What about someone with special dietary needs, like me, for example?
People with special dietary needs, like say you have diabetes or something like that, it would be more difficult in order to get the nutrition that you need on that amount.
Which is mostly why we suggest going to a food bank. There's no shame in it. You only need a few things to prove that you're really poor enough to need it.
You need your... Come on, dog. He's playing with a toy. I'm sorry. You need your a
I
bill
forgot to shut the door.
that shows off where you're living.
All the bills. If you have rent, you bring your rent bill. If you have power, you bring your power bill. And if you have cable and any other bills, you bring all those in. And you also bring in a pay stub or whatever, proof of how much you're making or not making.
Yeah.
Photo ID and probably some kind of medical card or something. That's what it is up here. We need our Medicare card.
We need our Medicare, photo ID, and a bill to show off where we're living, that we're actually living there, and how much we actually make or pay for the bill.
Yeah.
For us, it's an electric bill, how much we pay for electricity.
Ours is Rogers, actually.
Yeah, or our internet and telephone and all that.
Yeah.
And then we can go get stuff from there. The problem is we can't really get it now because we're on welfare, we can't get it, or
I don't know.
I don't know. Something's stopping us. I know that. It was because I didn't have my Medicare card for a while, but now I have it, so I guess we can.
Yeah, they the one up here, they give you enough food. I think it's once a month. They give you food for 3 days, but we survived on that specific amount of food for about a week and a half.
Yeah.
They give you a lot of food. They give you cakes, vegetables, like granola bars, tea, coffee, if you really want that stuff. And they give you all kinds of, they give you potatoes. They give you an option if you want potatoes and fries. It's a nice thing. They ask you if you like onions and if you like certain fruits or vegetables, if you have allergies,
Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's actually all really good food, and it's not expired like some people think. Oh yeah, they just give out expired food.
It is not.
Also, if you're signing up for the first time and whatever, they give you a shit ton of toothpaste.
Yeah, they give you lots of other stuff.
Yeah.
Bonus stuff.
We get a whole bunch of little tiny sample tubes of toothpaste,
yeah. So if you're having specific dietary needs, let us know. We could do some research for you and let you know about that.
Mm-hmm.
For diabetes, it's much more difficult, but use the food bank. Let them know you do have specific dietary needs. They understand that, and they will actually go in the back and find you specific stuff.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is awesome.
For a diabetic, you're supposed to eat more vegetables than anything else.
Yeah.
It sucks because you can't afford vegetables, especially in the winter when you don't have any money.
Yeah.
That's why I suggest getting a lot of frozen vegetables. They're really cheap, and they're usually a mix of vegetables, so you get all kinds of different things all in one spoonful, pretty much.
Yeah.
Always follow the portion sizes on the packages, because that will help your meals last longer. If you can eat less than the portion size, the better.
Mm-hmm. And it might be difficult at first for your body to adjust to a lower meal amount.
Yeah.
Less than normal food intake of what you're used to eating when you have work. Say you're eating a lot more than what you are now, your body's going to be saying, oh, I can't move around, I feel so tired, I feel so, blah.
Dead.
That will take about a week in order to wear off. And
it's going to be very, very hard and very, very tempting to eat everything in your cupboards.
It's tough.
But really, don't do that, and just have, water with you at all times, and just drink every time you feel that hunger pang. Always eat at a scheduled time. If you wake up at 5 in the morning, go ahead and have your breakfast at 6 or 7. Have lunch at the normal time and supper at a normal time, so your body gets used to eating regularly.
Yeah.
So it's not as hungry as much.
As well as if you're working on trying to get specific amounts or specific foods from different places, discount stores are really good for getting really cheap canned food. You can also get other supplies like toilet paper and everything else.
Yeah.
Your toiletry needs.
For very cheap.
Very cheap.
Overstock or whatever. They have extra of it and they couldn't sell it in time or something stupid like that, or
went
it's
out of business.
Or maybe it's slightly damaged, there's a poke in the bag or something stupid like that. Any good reason for them to sell something really cheap, you go right ahead and get it. It's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. And one last point. Obviously, quit smoking, quit drinking, quit all that stuff. Don't do that in the first place if you're on that much money a month. If you're trying to feed 2 people, one of the best meals that you can make is beans and mac and cheese. Any kind of noodle with some kind of sauce. Weird English there. Sorry. We'll have a video. We'll have a video of different recipes as well that you can make. That we can actually walk you through on how to make these.
And we actually eat pretty much daily. My go-to thing is salt. I just randomly start eating salt when I'm hungry. I don't know why, and it's really not good for me at all. But I don't know. It's just really strange. don't do that.
Yeah, definitely not. And if you have to pack a lunch and things, luncheon meat, it might not taste the best, but with mustard it's really good.
Mustard, yep.
And if you fry it before you put it into sandwich form, we'll go through this
Yeah.
in our other video. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was starting to get off track. I'm hungry myself. It's almost lunchtime. I'm freaking out.
And we didn't have breakfast.
And we didn't have breakfast. That's not good for us.
Yeah.
So in the next video, we'll go through recipes and tell you how to make it, how to prepare it, what's good, what isn't. We've done this ourselves for years, so we know.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know what you specifically need. We'll let you know how to do it, how to work this out.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching.
Oh, also, we didn't say about doing things in bulk.
Yes.
Buy in bulk.
Bulk.
Cheap, the better. Don't go to Costco. That's just dumb. That's too much bulk.
List of things not to do. Don't go to Costco. Don't go to buy bulk in a grocery store. That's a bad idea. Don't follow their flyers. They're just a way to get more money.
Yeah.
They'll
Unless you
make you
do
poor.
the $10 deal kind of thing.
Yeah, 5 things for $10. Okay.
Or 10 for 10 even.
10 for
like,
10 is the
if
best.
it's like $2 or $3 each and it's 10 for 10, grab it.
Yep.
But what I mean is buy a big bag of potatoes, okay? And instead of having them sit around and go bad if you don't eat them enough, make a huge pot of mashed potatoes and you can put them in little sandwich baggies and freeze them. And they would be the perfect portion size for 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
You can unfreeze it and eat it. It may have a strange texture, but it tastes like potatoes, so who cares? For like you could have if you get fresh vegetables and stuff and you actually use it, I suggest having a bag in the freezer. You take all the ends and bits and bobs from vegetables that you wouldn't normally eat and you would throw out and freeze it. And once your bag gets pretty full, you can make a broth out of it, actually.
It makes really, really good stew.
Yeah, stew, soup. You can make a really good stew. Just throw potatoes, any kind of meat you have if you want like that, or just frozen vegetables into a nice broth and you get a soup.
Yeah.
You know, it's really easy, and with a huge pot of soup, you can also freeze that and you'll have food for a month. Only like a cup of soup per person is really all you need.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's really not that hard.
Yeah. And if you think we covered all this before in the previous video, we apologize. We're sorry.
We're just hungry.
We're just hungry. We're just thinking about food. But for sure, let us know your specific needs. We'll try to do our research and do a video for you.
You don't have to comment it to us. You can send us a private message if you don't really want people to know exactly everything. We can cover general stuff.
Yeah. Sorry to call you out in the beginning of the video because I see your name right there on the comments. I'm like, oh well, I might as well direct it at you because you're the one that asked for more. Which we'll say, okay, we'll definitely give you more.
Thank
you very much.
much.
If you were looking for stuff on how to survive with low food and you need to get supplies such as toiletries, we'll let you know how to do that.
Don't forget to ask for handouts. Like, for example, I asked for food and blankets for Christmas and I actually got them.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, my family is like, okay, what's the point of getting her stuff that she doesn't need? And
when she actually needs specific things.
Yeah, exactly.
So, definitely try to do that. And if you have any more questions, let us know, even in the private email or message, or in the comments. Doesn't matter to us.
And anybody else watching it, hi.
Hello.
It sucks you're looking at these videos, but thank you.
Very much appreciated. And we will do our best to help you every way we can.
Yeah, we're going through a very hard time. We're trying to move out across the country, and it's completely impossible, but we're trying our best.
We're doing our very best to get out there where we can actually have good work and actually be able to live rather than being stuck in a location that we're surviving on.
Yeah, some people in our life is like, oh, well, if you get the car on the road, you can go out to a certain city not too far away and, get work. But even out there, we need to know French, and we can't. And if I went to school, if I graduated and stuff, I wouldn't be able to get a job around here because I still wouldn't know French.
Yeah.
So that's why we're going to move across the country.
To a different place that actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah, and he has a job working with his father in flooring right away, the second we land.
Yeah.
So there's more opportunity for us across the country than just sitting in some drowsy little town that has nothing to offer. So if you have the ability to move somewhere better, you probably should look into it and try, but it's going to be very hard and very stressful.
And it's going to be very hard and very stressful for us as well.
It already is.
We can walk you guys through what we've been going through. If you guys want some help with that too, say you're moving, we can give you how-to videos on how to do that. It takes a lot of planning, and if you don't have a bank to help you out, it can be very, very difficult.
Yeah, you have to shop around for a lot of things. Trying to get a loan is hard.
Yeah.
We're lucky enough to have people in the province we are going to move to, and they said today they would go look at a house for us, so that's good.
They're trying their very best to help us out with this.
Yeah.
So we're going to try our very best to help out you guys. So our next video is going to be whatever specific questions you ask, and another video will be about how to move when you're poor.
It
From
sucks.
one
And
not
it hurts.
profitable place to a more profitable life. It might take some time for you to be able to do that. It's going to take us a bit of time, but in the end, if you can't get anything in the area that you are in, it's time to go somewhere else.
Yeah. We've been living here for 4 or 5
4 or
years,
5
and we
years.
still don't have a steady job. It's completely
it's too hard.
impossible.
It's too
It's
hard for us.
impossible here, no matter what people say. Oh, yeah, you can get a job. No, I
You
can't.
can get work doing this, you can get work doing that. The problem is we're poor. These other people that are telling us these things, they already have steady jobs.
Yeah.
We don't.
And they have enough gas or money for gas. They have
Yeah.
enough money for food. They're just full of themselves, I guess. I don't know.
And we understand the struggles that people like us are going through and how hard it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, we appreciate your watching. We appreciate your support. And if you have any questions, let us know for sure. We will be back tomorrow if you guys leave a comment. We will
Tomorrow or whatever. We have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, though.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
I have a doctor's appointment.
Oh, that's right, you do.
And my cousin's coming over to look at the house. We promised her the house, actually.
After we're
If
gone.
we can actually move out, I'm gonna let her take the house out of our hands.
Yep.
Because she is also in need. She's probably a little bit worse off than we are.
Living in upstairs of a garage.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. Like, we're
So-
lucky enough to have this
So
place.
she's coming to look at the house. She wanted to see the basement and stuff, so we're gonna let her.
Yeah.
Probably bring her dog over to play with ours.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, let us know. We'll be making another video as soon as we can
The
to
more
answer your
questions
questions.
and comments, the better.
Yes, that will help us out in what to make for videos.
Also, like and subscribe. We've been saying comment quite a bit, but we forgot those.
Comment, subscribe, like.
You sounded like a teenager there for a second. I'm saying like all the time.
I'm just stopping this video now. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.